Hi Sai, welcome back to Julian's Garden. I hope you have a beautiful day. Quite sunny today. It's very sunny actually. Let me show you, swing you around here. But I'm standing in the shade at the moment and it's quite gusty today. So I feel quite cold. But anyway, I want to get several things done because I think next week we're gonna go for a trip. Me, my husband and my Nuccio daughter as well. We have been away for a long time. We've been very like homebody. So I just want to get several things done and before we can go actually. Because I know in the spring and in summer I could be super busy. So the video today I would like to report it two of my beautiful Adora Daphne. You can see they are like full of bud at the moment. And they are in a little container. I just like, snip them in here. You can see there, can you see the container there? And the same for this one as well. So I want to get them out of that plastic container and then to plant them properly in the container. And this Camelia, let me show you. This one, I think it's getting established. Now I got it a few years ago together with my other Camelia, but this tree is just beautiful. Always have a beautiful big large blooms, but I did notice that last year and the year before, or maybe since the day I got it actually, you know, the frost always damage the petal and damage the buds as well. For the buds, they are small like this. They are fine, but you know when they got like quite a large buds, and then when the frost hit them, they can't open, you know. So I thought that I just repot it in the container next to the wall here, so it got protected from the frost a little bit because I do have a hangover like the eave from the roof there. And then to Daphne here, I might keep them here or I might move the container somewhere like near to the door of my backyard because over there I go, you know, in and out very often, so I can send a beautiful scent of the Daphne. So this variety, it's got like pink flower actually. You can see the bud here. You can see the pink on the top here. And this variety got the pink one and like creamy white in the center as well. But beautiful scent. They bloom like in late winter, early spring. I got some other variety of the Daphne as well that my friend gave me some cutting, and they are like different variety. They are like creamy yellowish flower, and they are all beautiful because of the scented, they sweet scented flower. So I really love them. And here is the area that next to our back door. I go to the backyard garden. Here is one of the Daphne that I grew the cutting from my friend's house or friend's bush. And it's this one, it was two years old since I grew it from the cutting, and it done so well. And this variety have a creamy yellowish flower and beautiful scent as well. And this cutting is a cutting I grew from this one. If you remember, I think last year I did show you how to grow Daphne from the cutting. This is one of the cutting, and over here another cutting that I did the same, and you can see flower bud there. Look at that. And then I do have the other cutting that I show you in the video as well, and they budding up as well. I will show you later on like what they look like at the moment. I need to repot it as well. So Daphne and the Camelia, both they love slightly acidic soil, but I won't have a specific that type potting mix today, so I just use a normal regular premium potting mix. I think they will do for now, but I will watch them though. If in the future I see their leaves like yellowing and they won't look, you know, or they won't be, they won't look happy, and I will, you know, give it some amendments, you know, to make the soil more, you know, more acidic that they love. But I think this soil they could be okay. I could update you in the future to see how they're doing. Daphne and Camelia, they love kind of like part shade area. I could say so. They like morning sun and shade in the afternoon. And this area, I got the kind of full shade in the winter. This is south facing, full shade in the winter and has some sun in the summer in the very hot afternoon. Of course, I don't have anywhere else, like not the ideally to grow them like in the very shady spot here, but I don't have anywhere else to keep them and I love them. But so far they done so well. So you can see they grow in full shade in the winter and they still have a lot of flowering buds on. Look at that. So I'm so pleased with that. Daphne, they don't like their roots disturbed, you know. But I just repot this few container I just show you, and they both are like their own very happy. So I thought that I can be careful when I pull the plants out of the container. I try to not to tease their root too much because you know they don't like their roots disturbed, and they kind of like on the dry side actually. Of course, when they are established and you don't have to water it often, but when they are little plant and you should keep an eye on them, don't let them to dry out. And the same for Camelia as well. They normally very hardy in our area. I love this variety. It's huge bloom like this. Alright, so let me just go ahead to your repot all of the plants. You can see the roots here of the Camelia, very healthy. Okay, it's quite heavy. You can see their roots are very healthy. Look at that. So not really pot bow, but I think it's a good time to repot it. Yeah, I won't tease them much out though. How about this thing? This one look a little bit thick, eh? Okay, maybe I tease it one out a little bit. All right, look at that. Look, it's super healthy. You can see this container very large and deep, so I think I need to go into my front yard to get some more potting mix, and I can lift the container up a little bit because you know I don't want to give them too much room now, because later you know a few more months and every time we water it and the potting mix just sink down, so it could be better to lift a little bit higher and later on, and then the soil level could be be better, better in not to sink down too much. So yeah, let me get some more potting mix. Alright guys, all done. Now I create a lot of mess over here and over there as well, so I just need to clean them up later. But they looking really, really good actually. So this container look quite torn here, so I think in the like from the kitchen window over there, I can see some bloom here, so it's really nice. And if I open the window, I can smell beautiful Daphne, like if I standing over in the kitchen there. So that's Very happy actually, very happy with that. So one thing though I would like to tell you though, Daphne they do like, you know, they you know, dry between watering. So make sure you don't, you know, you don't want to let it to dry out, but also you don't want to give it too much water. They like a little bit dry, dries out between watering. Another thing though, do you know that sometimes if you in the winter, if you think that your daffodil like looking yellow or looking sad, example like mine, this one a little bit yellow, right? And this one. Yeah, a little bit. This one look really good actually, and this one is not too bad at all. But you know, sometimes if you think your daphne, like they're the tip or the end of the leaf here, they kind of like fading down like this and look yellow, and that means they need a feed. They need some water. They need a feed. Okay. So this type of camellia, I will put the name on the screen. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so windy. So this variety normally grow out 2 or 3 or 4 meter high or and wide as well, I think. And this at the moment, because I grow it in container, I don't think they get like that large. At the moment, like from the base of the like the top of the container up over here is about 1.5 meter tall already, or nearly. Yeah, I think 1.5 meter tall already. But any case, I can trim it down later if I think it gets too large for this spot. And for the daphne, Aurora normally grow around 1 meter tall and 1.5 meter wide. But at the moment, I see like it grow around 80 centimeter wide, I could say, and around 7 or 80 centimeter high already. And this one I got it. I think this is the third year. So I think it's quite compact and to grow in container. And by the way, definitely you can easy to trim them as well. If you example. You can see this long stem here, and if you want they go more compact, you can trim it down here. You know, but you don't want to trim them now though, because now they are butting up like this. If you trim them now, you can lose the bloom. You just prune it like after, you know, they done pluming. Let's go to our fun. By the way, I do fertilize them in like after they finish blooming. I do come around and give them fertilizer, Azania Camelia fertilizer, only once a year. All right, let's go into my fun yard. I got 2 little Adora cuttings that I get cool from, and then they need to repot as well. The wind today just so crazy. All right, so I got 2 little Adora. This area they got more sun, so you can see the bloom open much you know, quicker than the one that in the shade that I just show you. Oh, that's interesting. All right, so I think if you put your daphne in the area that got more sun, I think they're going to bloom much earlier than the one that I got it in the full shade that I just show you. So these 2 Aurora, I need to find the container. I need to repot them. You can see their roots they try to grow out, sticking out over here. So poor thing, let me find the container. Alright guys, on done. It's very windy today and cold as well. I'm staying in the shade. So the 2 little plants that I just repot them, I'm gonna bring them into my front yard as well. So maybe I put them next to my door, you know, front door, so I can smell their scent when they in bloom. Yeah, I just don't want to repot them in super large container and maybe super fancy container either, because later on I know they're going to grow quite quick. They say that they are slow growing plants, but for me they go so fast. I don't think they grow slow at all. Yeah, so anyway, so I just keep them like kind of like plastic container like this. This one, the container a little bit fancier, but you know I'm gonna repot them next year or so because they go so fast. Yeah, I think that is for the video today. I really love Daphne. Oh, one thing though, Leslie, I feel that I prefer Daphne or Camelia over than rhododendron, because rhododendron in our area have, you know, there's so much damage from the spider mite. Let me show you, because some of the plants I have to toss them away because they got so much damage, and one of the plants still quite large here that I want to show you, and you can see got so much damage from the spider mite. I just sprayed them, you know, several times last summer, you know, and they still got damaged so bad, you know. Anyway, the other rhododendron as well, I just spray them as well, but you know, I just don't want to spray them every year, you know. I don't like using spray because they are chemical, they are expensive, and if like that you have to spray every year, while camellias and Daphne, they can go in the shade area here that I got, and they got beautiful scent and beautiful blooms in the spring as well. So yeah, some of the rhododendron that they tend to go very large, and they got so damaged last season, so I just tossed them away, and I didn't, you know, want to give them away either, because you know, if someone got the plants that they got infected, and then after that maybe they will go to you know, to damage you know, someone's plant as well. So yeah, anyway, so I try to keep all the rest of the rhododendron happy. We'll see how long I can keep them. Yeah, so anyway, I hope you have a beautiful day, and thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna clean up, go inside. It's so, and you know, super windy and cold today, and my nose running actually. So anyway, thank you so much again, and see you next video. Bye bye.